What up, guys? TeamxEggS here, bringing you What's Crackin' number 16, and I am here with...
Good boy.
Big dog chilling.
And Scorp, and this is like the 7th take, by the way. So appreciate
because
it.
Scorp had to talk about his real estate agent that he has on the side, and I am your host, Prankster, and we'll bring you...
Let me clear that up. I am a real estate agent on the side. I don't have one because, well, I don't know.
Welcome to the best video game podcast / real estate agent podcast. Welcome.
Yeah.
We'll tell you how you can sell your house for more money.
I'm selling Big Dog's house by the end of the episode.
Yes. But seriously, it's a video game podcast. Well, it's a podcast where we shoot the shit, but we mainly talk about video games. But what we're going to start out with is a hot topic amongst hot topics. Not the store hot topic, but it's just in the media. It's a hot topic.
Oh man, I love that song.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
Whoops.
So Cootie, you can take it away because this is like mainly your shit.
What the hell is that?
I'm glad you're fucking
Who brought the
professional.
goddamn robot to the freaking What's Crackin'? Danger Scorpio _11. Can we go?
Yeah,
Can we
go.
Shut your robot up.
I'm waiting.
I want a robot.
Never.
But anyway, so what we're gonna talk about, guys, is the Trayvon Martin case. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's heard of it.
And if you haven't, give a brief.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into all that crap, dude. I'm super good at what I do, so don't worry about it. Anyway, the whole reason this is like super relevant now because it kind of had lost steam for a while. But the guy, I think his name is Andrew Zimmerman, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Something Zimmerman.
But yeah, anyway, he was just arrested, like finally after all this time. Like he actually killed somebody. I don't know anybody he didn't run away. He wasn't hiding. They knew exactly where he was, and they finally arrested him because the fucking prosecutor. They had to appoint a special prosecutor, by the way, from the governor or whatever.
Give a fucking description.
Yeah. Anyway, he was finally arrested, and that was like big. He was arraigned.
Why was he arrested?
I'm getting into
He shot somebody.
You're like starting You're starting from the end to the
That's
beginning.
why it's big. That's why it's like because it was kind of waning. People were forgetting about it, and then out of nowhere they're just like, we arrested this guy, and here's why. All right, basically it was like a month or two ago. He called 911. He was like, I see this.
Spoilers, he's racist.
Yeah, he's super racist, by the way. Gangster, you should link that video I showed you earlier with the phone call, the 911 phone call. Anyway, this guy, he sees what he thinks is a young African-American male wearing a hoodie, and he's got Skittles and some tea, and he thinks he's the most dangerous motherfucker he's ever seen. Calls 911.
You left that part out when you told me.
You're making a joke out of this.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to like lighten up the mood because I hate like super serious depressing shit, which this is, because it was total bullshit. Anyway, let me get to the like depressing shit. Anyway, he thought he must have been like just like dangerous as shit, so he called 911. He's like, okay, I'm following this kid. Okay, I'm describing the kid. The kid like turns around while he's walking and just stares at him, and he's like, okay, now the guy's staring at me. Like, nah, shit, you just said there's this black male walking down the street in a hoodie with Skittles and tea. I'd turn around if I was that guy and start staring at the person talking on the phone about me. Anyway, he's like, these people always get away, I hate them, blah blah blah, and he starts chasing after him.
You're really scatterbrained on this.
Yeah, I'm just like so pissed about the whole thing. I'm trying to like collect my thoughts. Anyway, so he chases after this kid who's like posing no threat to anybody at all. Like, he's just walking, chilling. He's in a nice neighborhood where this guy apparently thinks he shouldn't be, whatever. And on the phone, he says something very racist. Gangster, are you gonna link the video? Yes, no?
It's in the description. Check it out.
Okay, good, because I don't want to say exactly what he says. I want you to listen to yourself and like hear if that's what he actually says. It's like super racist. Anyway, and so he chases after him. The cops are like, no, don't follow this guy. There's no reason to. Like, it's not your job, whatever. And this guy's like, he thinks he's gung-ho or some shit. And he follows him, and he ends up shooting this kid for no reason. The kid's unarmed. Like I said, all he had was Skittles and freaking tea and his hoodie. Shot the kid. And then, when the cops get there, they completely don't do their job, which just pisses me the fuck off. They didn't test the guy for drugs. They took his statement and basically let him go. He's like, yeah, I shot this kid in self-defense, obviously, because he was such a threat. What was he gonna do? Like, freaking throw his Skittles at him?
Hold on, can someone stop playing music? Jesus.
Sorry, my phone's going off. I'm trying to like fix that. Anyway, So the cops like totally let it slide. The chief of police at the time was like, he was like trying to protect his men who didn't do their job basically, and it's just total bullshit. And so like for the past 2 months, there's been rallies and stuff like the hoodie rallies and marches and shit. And finally, this guy was arrested for this total bullshit. Just watch the video we linked. If you didn't quite like piece together what I'm talking about, it'd totally help you out in that fucking department. But it's total bullshit, and it's just something that pissed me off. But he's arrested now, and we'll see the trial in like a year or two from now, hopefully. And it's really interesting because it's all self-defense in the Florida stand your ground law, which is like kind of fucking crazy. I don't know if you want me to go into that, like, because that's kind of like a big.
Well, hopefully you can say it in order this time.
Yeah, it'll be easier. Basically, okay, everybody knows self-defense pretty much. Like, if somebody's about to kill you, what do you get to do?
Kick him in the dick.
Kick him in the dick. That's a pretty good description. Yeah. What you basically get to do is use as much force as necessary, but no more than necessary, blah, 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 to defend yourself. But
that's enough force.
But you're supposed to run away unless you're in your home. So if like you're in the park or you're out in public where this guy was and somebody threatens you, you're supposed to get away before you like try and kill them before they kill you, I guess.
Physical harm should be the last thing.
Exactly. Physical harm, especially deadly force in this case, a fucking gun, should be the last thing that you should try or do to like save your life. But in this state, Florida, where I think it happened, there's a stand your ground law, which basically is like you can defend yourself, but you don't have to run first. You can just be like, this guy's got a knife, I got a gun, bam, which would be okay. But the kid who was shot had absolutely no weapons, nothing, dude, nothing on him.
It's Skittles and iced tea.
Skittles and iced tea, which if he was like a freaking ninja assassin, maybe he could have like choked the bitch out with a fucking Skittle or something. I don't know. This kid, totally innocent and just shot dead. So yeah, it just pissed off a lot of people. And this guy, he makes some racist comments in his phone call, like to the police, which is on tape. So just listen to that freaking phone call, dude. It's ridiculous. Sorry. Anyway, so that's like the big thing. He's gonna be pleading self-defense, and I don't know how that's gonna go, seeing as the kid didn't have a weapon on him of any kind. He was just basically black in a hoodie at the wrong place.
Racially profiled.
Exactly. This guy who worked for the neighborhood watch who shot him racially profiled him and just followed. He was looking for trouble.
And I think there's numerous accounts. I think there's numerous accounts of him in some sort of racist incidents. I don't know.
Yeah, I know he's called the police a bunch of times before because of stuff like this.
This is the first one that got violent.
Yeah, the first one where he went and shot somebody. So I don't know. Even if, because like I've heard like conflicting reports, like the guy Zimmerman or Zimmer, whatever the fuck his name is, he got hurt or something. He had like scratches on him or whatever.
Yeah, apparently the guy jumped him and punched him in the face. Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, well, if somebody was following me and I ran and then they ran after me, at that point I'd be like, okay, fight or flight. I've tried flight. I gotta fight. I'd hit the guy too, but that's like, okay, you're gonna shoot a guy that hits you? And that's self-defense? No, that is not self-defense. That's total horseshit. So, I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this case plays out. I don't know. It really plays like dear to my heart because I hate when police, they feel like they can do whatever they want, that they can make the law. They don't make the law, they enforce it, and they just totally drop the ball on this shit, and it just pisses the fuck off. So,
I also think it's, in my opinion, it's so stupid. It's over racism, like.
It's over racism.
2012.
Yeah. You think there wouldn't be that shit, right? We have a black president.
Well, I think there's a small minority that believe their ways and are going to think what they think.
But it does not give them an excuse to go shoot some unarmed kid, right?
Exactly.
It's fucking ridiculous. And I bet you this guy's gonna end up having like psych evals where he's gonna come out as like fucking crazy.
Do you think they're gonna deem him crazy and like get him off or some shit?
I don't know, dude. There's like too much to tell right now. Like the prosecutor and stuff, they won't give any evidence out because they want to do this right. Because if they fuck up, then he can get off on like a technicality, sort of like OJ, just because of shoddy police work and shoddy prosecution. So. And Casey Anthony, she got off because the prosecutor sucked ass.
Don't get started on that. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I'm giving examples of like the men not doing what they're supposed to do. Like, And I mean the man is in like the government and the institutions that, you know, carry out that shit. So it's just, I don't know. There's a lot to see. I'll probably be following this pretty close.
But now let's play the reverse race card. If it was a black guy that had the gun and
dude.
a white kid that got shot,
I think it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Like, honestly.
What?
I think that guy'd be in jail already.
Oh, dude, the cops would have like accidentally like tasered the black guy to death, dude. There would be no calls for an arrest. Oh man, dude, the black guy would be in jail. He would have already been pleaded out to freaking like 25 years to life. Oh man, dude, it would be a completely different story if it was a black guy who shot a white kid. Okay, the
But it
black
wouldn't
guy.
be as racist as a white guy shooting a black kid.
Well, you wouldn't see it as racist, but we wouldn't have the problem of there not being an arrest, there not being, you know, cops doing their jobs. It would have been something completely different, dude. And I don't like it that it's that way, but that's the way I feel it would
True,
be. It's
yeah.
just ridiculous, dude. Especially with like the criminal justice system and African Americans, dude, not the best track record. It's
You trying to imply something?
look at the numbers, dude. It's oh my god, just no, I had to study this shit and it's totally fucking topsy-turvy, dude. It's ridiculous. It's
a very touchy issue. Race
yeah.
is just an issue no one wants to talk about, no one wants to touch. But
it's out there. You got to deal with it. You gotta
yeah,
live it.
issues
So,
are out there.
pretending it's not there is not going to make it anything better. So it's just
And shooting people is not going to make anything better.
yeah, that's fuck, man.
So it's definitely
That's-
fucked up story.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts and prayers go out to Trayvon Martin's family or
All right.
anyone that knew him.
I'm happy that they might finally see some justice, dude. Some closure, because if, dude, somebody shot your kid.
And he was like 14.
Yeah, he was super young, dude. If somebody shot your kid and then the cops are like, we're not going to arrest him because he was acting in self-defense when your kid didn't have a weapon or anything of any kind that he could do harm with, dude, I'd be super pissed, dude. It was just, it blows my mind how somebody can shoot somebody else for what appears to be no reason, all right, and then just get scot-free away with it, dude. Oh, it's just,
Sickening.
it enrages me. Yeah, it just makes me sick, dude. So, all right. Anyway, so.
On to a lighter notes.
Oh yeah, what's next? I need to get some.
Now we're going to be
laughs.
talking about some video game news. Just going to try and move the subject. It's a hard transition to go from that serious of a subject.
Yeah,
into
but
more.
yeah, it's fine. I don't care. Let's do it quick before I get all depressed.
We're doing it. We're talking about it. Other than like Fox News.
Fox News is like avoided this subject like the plague, dude. They're talking about Angelina Jolie's video on American Idol, freaking showing a little too much racy stuff, and that kids are gonna go watch it online, and that she should be crucified because she made a video. That's what they're talking about on Fox News, dude, which is total horseshit. They're avoiding the subject completely. Pisses me the fuck off.
You want to bash Fox News? Well, give me
Dude,
a couple
I
more
would
minutes.
love to bash Fox News, but let's do that like on another episode. We'll do a whole I hate Fox or Kuda hates Fox News fucking, because there's gonna be something about them that always pisses me off, dude. That they either avoid an important subject or they, give their audience that's really super like ignorant, bad information, dude. Because it was like in a recent study, dude. People who watch Fox News are less informed about like politics and current events than anybody else. That people that don't watch it, okay, that don't watch any news. It's like fucking ridiculous. You can learn more information, more relevant and on the point information from The Daily Show and Colbert Report than fucking Fox News. Okay, that's how sad it is. A comedy show based on news teaches you more about news than fucking Fox News. So there's my piece. Well, I don't.
All right, so that's it. We'll move on.
Oh yeah, that rage isn't going anywhere, so we'll talk about that later. But we need to get to something more lighthearted, I guess. Okay.
So first off,
Wow, I was almost falling asleep.
How are you not just so pissed off right now?
yeah,
Scorp? You
Score,
should be
what's
like,
wrong
"Let's
with
go out
you?
and do
What are your
something."
thoughts and feelings on this? No thoughts and feelings?
No, watching Game of Thrones.
He's a heartless bastard. Fuck you! If I can't watch it, you can't watch it. Jesus.
I'm not watching it. I lied.
We're shitting right now. Just
You should talk into your mic. That'd be great.
He can't turn away from.
I
it.
could talk into my mic.
He's like freaking just watching fucking Game of Thrones. dude.
Yeah,
That's-
this dickhead is just watching Game of Thrones and shit, not even paying attention.
I wanted to do this an hour ago. Next topic. Pants are coming off. Actually, mine are already off. That's a different story. All right. Let's go.
Unbelievable. So first off, we have Nintendo has registered a new internet domain called SuperMario4.com, hinting at another Mario game, which is not shocking.
Weary.
Yeah, I know, mind blowing. It's about as predictable as a fucking Call of Duty game. Okay, you can go back to watching Game of Thrones. Get the
I know, that'd be great if
Bye.
you stopped doing that.
So,
but the real question is in my mind, is
No,
it
no.
going to be like Super Mario 4 Tennis, Super Mario 4 Soccer, or is it going to be like Super Mario 4 Save the Princess, from Bowser, Super Mario 4?
My thing is, how in the fuck have they made millions of Mario games and never made Super Mario 4?
Well, see, after Super Mario 3, they jumped to Super Mario World, so that was like completely different
What's
thing.
the difference? I never played. I was not.
It was just a newer property, I guess. I don't know, dude. It's like,
Just needed to be saved from Bowser, like that shit.
Yeah, it moved like the whole world, because it used to be Bowser wasn't called Bowser, he was like King Koopa, and Princess Peach used to be called Princess Toadstool. So it kind of was like an evolution of the series, sort of, kind of. And I guess I don't know if they're going back to that. I have no freaking clue what they could do with this. It could be like a download title. It could be another handheld thing. I have no clue.
I think it's for the 3DS and probably the Wii or something.
Piece of shit system. Anyway.
Well, it wouldn't be on the PS4 and Xbox.
Well, it could be for the Wii U or whatever. I don't know. They're thinking about changing the name for that, by the way, because they don't want to get people confused with the old Wii and the new Wii. They're like, is it the same thing or whatever? They don't want to do that, so it's probably going to have a different name, but I have no clue, dude. I don't know. I haven't bought a Mario game in, like, forever.
How many different Mario games? You got Super Mario, you got Mario Tennis, Mario vs. Sonic at the Olympics
Mario
or some
Golf,
shit.
Mario Party.
Mario
Mario's
Kart?
done everything, dude. Everything.
Dr. Mario?
Except plumbing. He's a plumber, but they haven't had a plumbing game yet.
The original Mario Brothers, he was actually a plumber. Everything took place in the sewers, and you were trying to get rid of turtles, crabs, all kinds of stuff that was like clogging up the drains and shit. They actually had it.
I
but
did
it was
not know that.
Yeah, it's more of like an arcade game that not a lot of people remember, dude. It's like crazy. He was a monkey tamer, dude. Mario versus Donkey Kong. He was like, bad Donkey Kong. Pah! Give me your banana. And he's done everything, dude.
That's
Send
impressive. That's fucking impressive.
He's got the biggest resume like I could ever imagine, dude. Like
his gaming resume.
Yeah. Well, no, his real life resume, dude. Like,
Yeah,
what
man.
have you done in
A
the
doctor,
20 years, alright?
He is a dog.
NASCAR driver.
Oh, they haven't had that. Well, they do have
Mario Kart, dude.
Yeah,
There you-
Mario Kart.
He could beat any NASCAR driver. He'd be like red turtle shell, boom, and it would like just fuck him up. So,
Yeah, but you have to drive in a circle, so you'd have to drive by all those cars. again.
he'd be bored as hell, but he'd be like, turtle shelling and fucking mushroom boosting past everybody, right? So, it's fucking, he'd win.
All right.
And Mario
Leave a comment
Galaxy.
below. What adventures do you want to see Mario go on? What should he do next?
He went to space.
Mario Most Dangerous Jobs. There we go.
Mario Dirty Jobs.
Or like Mario Deadliest Catch or some shit.
I'd like to see Grand Theft Mario.
Grand Theft Mario, yeah, that'd be interesting as hell. But I think that would take it away from the whole kid-friendly aspect.
We make Peach a hooker.
Oh god, are we going down this road? Or are we gonna do that?
I want to reinvent Mario, and I think this is a good step. Make Peach a hooker. We make
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi.
Make them more accessible to the young adults of the world.
Yeah. Let's retell the story, but in an interesting package.
Oh yeah, retell the story. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bowser is like
Bowser's the pimp
He's a
who
rival
has taken Peach
he's a
hostage.
rival pimp. Dude.
Like
Mario and Luigi, who have their whole little stable of hoes,
they're
are like,
taxi drivers.
we're getting our lead hoe back, all right? And they just go after the other pimp, dude. That's terrible. Oh my god.
This could work. We got to put some more.
Well, I don't
fun
think
in.
we're ever gonna see a Rockstar Nintendo crossover game. Okay, I
Dude,
don't
we got to
think.
put Yoshi in there. The mushrooms. Waluigi, is that his name?
Yeah, Waluigi and Wario. Yeah, I don't.
Those
think
are my
that-
favorite characters. I like those.
They're like bullshit characters.
We might even have like Donkey Kong in there. We could bullshit. We could make an awesome game. I'm thinking about this. It could be really fucking good.
go for it, dude. I'm gonna stay as far away.
Patent pending. Patent pending.
Yeah, Nintendo's gonna be all up on your ass, dude. They don't like people messing with Mario. That's their bread and butter. Bread and butter. So,
As you could tell by the millions of games that he's been in.
yeah. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hell, you might even have Link, Metroid. Okay, we
Sam-
gotta stop because we could go forever.
They're not gonna bring Super Smash Brother Grand Theft Auto fucking crossover. It's not gonna happen, right?
This is my game, motherfucker.
Okay, well I'll let you stay in your world. I'll stay in mine. Whatever.
But speaking of Grand Theft Auto, a couple weeks ago we talked about a rumor for the release date for Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, here's something that might kind of enforce it. So, Alex DeWeer, a character animator at Rockstar Games, has an October 2012 release date listed for Grand Theft Auto 5 on his resume. So it's still possible that the game will come out this year. It's kind of like the rumors were that it would come out in late this year, and this kind of reinforces it. Do you guys think it's possible it can come out this year? With all the games lined up this year, Borderlands, BioShock,
I was like, that's it.
Assassin's
Like,
Creed, Resident Evil, Call of Duty, like, it's fucking packed.
But dude, all those games are like being clusterfucked into the end of the year. Okay, there's like nothing coming out till September that's like worth checking out. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
all these games are coming out in October. That's what I said.
like October, November, December.
Yeah, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, or Borderlands, BioShock. Yeah, all those.
I don't know. Borderlands 2, that's the only one I'm looking forward to. Everything else, not so much. So
But
I really don't care about Grand Theft Auto to begin with. So
Score, do you
Everybody-
think it'll come out this year? I guess he's too enthralled with Game of Thrones. I don't think it. In my
If you're-
personal opinion, I would not like to see it come out this year. I'd like to see it come out next year. Start the year out good. We have Grand Theft Auto 5, The Last of Us. Let's start 2013 high, because as reports have indicated, 2013 might lead into the new consoles. So this might be a good way to send off all the consoles with all these good games.
I don't know.
So you're not looking forward to it?
Grand Theft Auto 5, dude. Grand Theft Auto has hit a stalemate with me since Grand Theft Auto 4. So whatever, dude. I just like better games. So whatever.
Do you like the Crysis series?
Crysis? Not really, no.
Well, then you're not gonna like Crysis 3, which has been revealed.
That's a great segue. Do you like Crysis? We're talking about Grand Theft Auto 4, but did you like Crysis? It was alright. Not my cup of tea, really. But
Oh, so you went from not really to it's okay.
well, it was a good game. I just didn't care for it. Like, I'm not big on first-person shooters unless it's like Call of Duty. So that's just
Yes, because you need to broaden your horizon. Anyways, EA's Origin,
first-person shooters are all the same. I don't hear it.
EA Origin, which is a downloadable service, had a listing for Crysis 3, and when EA was asked about this, they said, "The best kept secret in shooters just can't be contained. Stay tuned for more information on April 16th, which is today when you're listening to this. So there might be revealed today. We'll talk about it next week if it is, but there's more. According to a report by Russian site Mad Fanboy, Crysis 3 will take place in a heavily destroyed...
Oh, sorry. You said Russian site, and I'm like, that's reliable? Not really. Yeah, so...
Crysis 3 will take place in a heavily destroyed New York City. The city is almost a jungle this time around, effectively combining the settings in Crysis 1 and Crysis 2. I have Crysis 2. I didn't get to finish it because it didn't hook me enough to where I wanted to continue playing it. But, oh yeah, and they released the first one on PSN and stuff. So... I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not like.
Unless the trailer's like
excited,
super amazing and just blows my hair back.
All right, Scorp. If you're gonna buy Crysis 3, don't say anything. Awesome. Okay, Scorp will be
They gotta
bringing
say
you a let's play of Crysis 3. Okay, so
Yeah, he's gonna have a let's. Let's just talk shit about Scorp.
I know, dude. Scorp, he's totally gay if he doesn't say anything. 3, 2, 1. Enough time. Yep, Scorp's totally flaming, guys. So, send him your personal messages if you're interested in Scorpio_11. He's totally legal. He's Canadian. Yeah, there you go.
He's got lots of money. He works a lot, so he might.
He's into photography, so he might be sending
Photography,
some
real
pics.
estate. He works at a grocery store. He's making bank. YouTube star in the making, maybe? I don't know.
No, because he never says or does anything when he has a chance. So
Yeah, right now we're riding solo. We have Big Dog, who had to go to sleep because he has school tomorrow. We have Scorp, who's... I hate to say what he's doing, but he's probably jerking off.
he's being a jack off, dude. Because I want to watch Game of Thrones, and I am putting that aside until we're done with this.
Professional.
Yeah, very professional.
We got the dynamic duo here. Coot and Gangster coming. You know, tons of Let's Plays. You want to talk about our Let's Plays real quick? Fancy Pants, we just finished that today.
Yeah. Just finished Fancy Pants today. It ended kind of anticlimactically, I guess you
Thanks,
could say.
Kuda.
But, I clutched that freaking, part. Well, you haven't seen it yet, but you'll get to see me rage pretty hardcore because Gangster just can't hold it down.
It was a good time. Did you have fun with it?
It was a good game. I liked it. I just didn't like, I think you're going to do something and then you totally just screw me over as much as possible. So, like...
What do we have planned next?
Let's see, what could we play next? I don't know. That's like a big thing. I guess we got Saints Row.
Whoa! You weren't supposed to mention specifics.
Oh, sorry.
We
could possibly, maybe. I mean, I heard this game Saints Row. Maybe we could play that. I don't know.
And you still say it. Jesus Christ.
I'm not saying we're doing it. I'm just saying maybe, possibly.
Possibility we'll be doing some Saints Row the 3rd.
Yeah. But this could be a special edition Let's Play. It could just be, I'm not going to do any of the work because we got my buddy Elmo in the house.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys have been watching, Castle Crashers. So it turned into, let's rage because some no-hack, talented kid fucking is getting all famous. Let's make fun of him until, like, whoa, Elmo's playing Castle Crashers. So, I don't know.
From a parody to a mockery.
Completely different, yeah. So I don't know. It could be interesting. I've been brainstorming ideas. Freshen up our lineup. Get some
good ideas.
Broaden our fan base. Yeah, that's better ideas than you've had. You're just like, let's just keep doing what we're doing, and guess where that's gotten us. So,
Nowhere.
yeah.
Oh, Qore, welcome back.
Yeah.
I've been here this whole time.
Sure.
I've just had nothing to put into the conversation.
We
Until
were
now.
asking you questions. How can you say you had nothing to put in?
Yeah. I was like, okay, Qore, if you're totally gay, don't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
And we waited, and
The secret's out.
And then I hoard you out to everybody.
Yeah, we put your personal information in.
Me and Biggie's mother have something in common.
What is it?
Biggie?
He's not here. He left.
Yeah,
No, we
like
both
when you
love
left.
talk.
So he was like, guys, I gotta go. He was professional. He was like, in the chat. You just like,
Busted.
Thrones making me super mad because I can't watch Game of Thrones right now.
Hey, you know what?
Say a command.
Suck it? She didn't say anything else. I guess that's a yes.
I guess she's working on it.
She's just like, oh. Anyway, so welcome back. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Well, we were talking about Grand Theft Auto, and then Crysis 3, and then how Scorp's gay, and how he's a bachelor.
And, plans for future Let's Plays, right? Okay.
Yeah. Let's get back on track. So now, Namco Bandai has announced a new PSN title this week that should appeal to fans of Dynasty Warriors series.
Woo!
Let me get there. Featuring the characters from an anime called One Piece. One Piece Pirate Warriors will be launching this year exclusively on Sony's downloadable network. So Kuda, you don't like Dynasty Warriors too much, I take it.
No, it sucks pretty bad.
Why?
Okay, how do I explain this? Okay, imagine they took away all your buttons on your PlayStation controller except for square and like triangle, okay? And then they make a game where you run around and you just hit those two buttons over and 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 over again.
No, but you can go square, triangle.
No,
or
you go
triangle, square.
No, you go square, triangle, rinse and repeat about 10,000 times until you beat the level because there's like, I don't know, dude.
But
the
it's
game
One
first
Piece.
came out interesting, but now they've just rehashed it. This will be like Dynasty Warriors game like number 20 in the past like 5 or 6 years, and it's just
They have the same method, but just different characters.
yeah. It's like the Gundam Dynasty Warriors and all that other crap. I don't know if they're gonna call this Dynasty Warriors One Piece, but
No, it's One Piece Pirate something. I
oh
deleted.
my god, the game is like so uninventive, uninspiring, nothing new. It's like old gen, dude, like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 stuff. And
Were
it's
you a
just
One
like-
Piece fan?
Not really. I mean, I love anime, but that one just kind of never. I don't know. It kind of seemed too kiddish, which
Is it
I
about
know.
the kid that wants to be a pirate?
Yeah, and I know the American version, like, if you watch it on TV, it's kind of, like, censored and dumbed down, and they made it look, like, really childish and stuff, but I just never was a huge fan. I know people that are, like, just ape shit over freaking One Piece, so apparently it's a really good anime, but I could be the biggest super fan ever, but if it's, like, a Dynasty Warriors game, it's, like, ugh, God. Like, if I were allergic to peanuts and it would kill me, that's how far away I'm going to keep it from my house, okay? Like, at least 100 meters, because... Yeah, I don't want to be stabbed in the chest with an EpiPen because I had to play a
Don't they
garbage.
stab it in the back of your leg or something?
I don't know, dude.
In
They
the
stab
chest?
you somewhere. Okay, I'm not freaking allergic to peanuts. This is all.
Can we practice that on you? Stabbing you with the EpiPen?
Sure, if you can figure out how to do it over the internet or through the mail, go for it. Okay.
We meet up and I just stab you and I just say,
Oh,
I did it
thanks.
wrong.
Nice meeting you for once. You know, I'll see you later. You did a good job stabbing me. In the
No, but
chest.
then I'll cover you in peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, that just sounds really not fun for me. So. Anyway,
It wouldn't be.
Dynasty Warriors garbage. I don't understand how that game still sells copies.
Yeah, but this one's going to be a downloadable title compared to the other full retail games. Does that interest you? No? No?
Not even a little bit.
What if they made a Dragon Ball Z one? That'd be pretty awesome. You
If it was Dragon Ball Z Dynasty Warriors, I would seriously consider not liking Dragon Ball Z anymore because.
What? You're fucking nuts.
Okay, if you take out all the cool powers and all the cool stuff that happened and you just gave him a sword and said, "Here, go chop up 100,000."
Trunks? You could be Trunks. Trunks is badass.
square, triangle, over and over and over and over again. No, it's. No, it's not, I would not play it. You can make Dynasty Warriors anything. It could be anything, and I would not play it. It's so garbage, dude. Anyway,
A Dynasty Warriors Power Ranger game? I'll take that. If you guys are listening.
No.
I always wanted a good Power Ranger game. Lifelong fan. Never had a good one. Well, there was a good one, the SNES. But
Super Nintendo, yeah. I was like,
we're not going to talk about that.
yeah. So close.
So next, during PAX East, members of Gearbox announced that Borderlands 2 will be adding Mechromancer.
Necromancer, okay.
Mechromancer. Class.
Necromancer, like he brings back dead robots.
Well, the picture was just a chick, and she was like half robot, half human.
Well, if it's a play on the word necromancer, they bring back people to like life, like make zombies and skeletons and shit. But if it's a mechromancer,
Whatever, I'll talk about it, and you can take it from
okay, go. That kind of intrigues me.
They'll be adding a Mechromancer class and character customization to the massive shooter. Rather than a stock assortment of gear and custom costumes, players will have to earn their new wardrobes. New gear, costume pieces, and even custom heads can be acquired by completing missions and challenges, as well as ranking up. In addition, players of the original Borderlands will immediately be awarded with an exclusive head and skin. The Necromancer is yet to be developed and will be made available as post-launch DLC. This female character seems to be a mix of human and machine and can control a large robot known as Death Trap.
That's awesome.
The character will be made available for free for those who pre-order the game. Also announced was a special edition of the game that will retail for $149.99
What the fuck?
and comes packaged in a loot box from the game.
Okay, but what else does it come with? Is it just the box?
They didn't. That was all that was said.
Holy shit, dude! I need to see what comes with that shit because I've missed out on the last like 3 big pre-order games that I like wanted, and it came with a bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna go fucking pre-order this game.
You're gonna
like,
get this one?
dude. Borderlands 2 is like the only game that gets me excited like in the near future, and
It's the only good game that I see coming out this year.
dude, it's gonna be so much fun. And this new class, dude. Oh my god, everybody knows by now. I want to be the ninja, but this is like, oh man, I could totally see myself playing it.
Yeah, so we're planning on doing a Borderlands Let's Play when it comes out. hopefully.
Whether or not it's Sesame Street edition, we don't know yet. We're gonna do some tests, see how that goes across.
Okay, give more information to people about this Sesame Street idea, because they might just be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Okay, guys, we've been trying to brainstorm, like, okay, how does eggs break out? Like, because we want to get bigger, we're doing great. We appreciate everybody who watches and, like, views our videos, that's great. But, we want to get, like, it's just, like, the point, okay, I've been watching, like, other people who've been doing this for a long time, and it's like, how are they so big?
We feel that
great.
there's lots of people that do gameplay commentaries, and there's just some people that are successful and have huge channels, and in our opinion, they're not good whatsoever. Their commentary's bland, it's boring. Some people might say the same about us. That's your opinion, it's whatever.
Great. I totally would love to hear anybody critiquing our style or whatever we do. I would love that, but it's just the fact that you see somebody and you're like, I'm better than that, but why aren't I getting that recognition? It's just eating me alive, dude. Like, everything I've done, like college, sports, anything, it's like, okay, I've been able to shine, and this is just, it's eating me up. It's eating me up. So I'm like, what can we do to, like, make ourselves stand out, get a huge fan base? I don't know.
Us turning into Sesame Street characters is apparently Kuda's answer to
because we were doing, like, I was just I know, I was riding this guy. Dude, but just watch those Cast Crashers videos, alright? The newest one's, like, part 7, 8, whatever.
8.
And I'm just getting, like, cracked up, dude. And everybody else, I can tell you guys...
Hello there,
exactly.
I'm Kuda Bure, and I like talking like someone's penetrating my butthole.
It's not the route we'd be going down, but, dude, I could just see... I was cracking up, and I'm like, yo, that's, like, not a half bad idea. I mean, you guys haven't come up with shit, so I'm like, why not? Let's give it a shot. That's my thoughts.
He wants to be Elmo, and everyone else to be different characters.
Dude, there's just, like, there's just jokes.
It's got the UAV.
So, I don't know, dude. I never was a big fan of Sesame Street growing up, so it's not like, I know, you love that shit, but...
Fuck you.
It just turned into, like, let's ride on this advanced UAV kid who's garbage and he's getting huge, to, like, oops, I stopped sounding like him and I started sounding like Elmo the whole time. As I watched back the replays and shit, I was like, whoa, brain blast, right? So, I don't know. We'll see where
Ernie was the best character.
Dude, if you can
That's
play
pretty good.
If you can play with one hand over your nose the whole time.
That was more Bert than Ernie, but it was still pretty good.
No, that was Bert.
Whatever, I know one of them was
Ernie
talking
was
like he had
like,
his nose
Bert,
plugged the whole time.
Bert, stop eating cookies in the bed, Bert.
Yeah, he said stop eating cookies in the bed.
I don't know, dude. I didn't watch Sesame Street.
Well, it wasn't a gay show. It was a fucking kids show. Jesus Christ.
Whatever, dude. But there's just, like, I could just see a glimmer of potential, and I want to see how it works out. So we might try that. Who knows? But anyway, back on topic. Borderlands 2. Getting me, like...
Sounds awesome.
So
we
yeah,
just need to know what's going to be in that game. Or in that downloadable... Not downloadable, the... Special edition thing.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Because I could totally... put
$150? Like, come on.
Dude.
At least a blowjob.
It's a loot box. It's going to be huge. I got, like, a place for it right now.
Actually, I saw it. It was pretty small.
Bullshit, dude. It better come with some better stuff than just a box, though. Because I'm not going to put... double the price of a game for freaking box, alright? Yeah.
But it's made of plastic.
I don't care. For $140, I better be able to hide a dead hooker in that box, okay? Not a freaking game.
The fucking chest, goddamn. You're hoping for
exactly, dude. So, I'm just saying, for $140, dude, I can go to a freaking IKEA and buy a really crappy, giant $140 chest to hide a hooker in, okay? But I want to buy this game, and if it comes with a chest like that, fucking awesome. So, whatever. God.
What's with this hooker that you want to hide?
Well, whenever we're, like, shopping for cars, and they're like, okay, what kind of trunk size are you looking for? I'm like, I gotta be able to fit at least 3 hookers in that trunk, right? So, just an inside joke from, like, me and, whatever.
That's an inside joke from
I thought it was funny, dude. Jesus.
Alright, hope people don't think you're a serial killer. Shit.
They don't have to be dead. They just have to be,
They just gotta fit in there?
able to fit in there and be semi-comfortable. So, like...
I don't think 3 people have ever been in a trunk and been comfortable.
Not true.
I don't think three
That
people
is
have
a
ever
story.
been in a trunk and been alive.
Not true. Again, not true. So this is a story for another time. We'll maybe bring it up. But anyway, what's
Unless
next?
they're Mexican and they're trying to all
Oh, my
Not true. Not true. Okay.
or they're clowns in a clown car.
Clowns? I don't know how they do it.
Not true. Not true.
You can feel like the whole goddamn family in there.
Anyway, so what's next? Because this is pants are coming off. Pants are coming off.
You should leave them on. But someone wants to know what the pants coming off. Are we gonna reveal that secret? Are we?
I think
that
we
gonna
might let them. We'll let them sweat for a little longer. Let them think for it.
Has something to do with Kuda pitching his tent.
Kuja who? Could you shut the fuck up and let us go on to the next topic?
Nice.
Well, I
nice.
say the pants are coming off, but you guys already know.
Yeah, we've already established that. So.
So next, early this week, Capcom has announced Lost Planet 3 to come out next year for PS3, PC, and Xbox 360. The third game uses Unreal Engine 3 and is being developed by Spark Unlimited, the team behind Turning Point Fall of Liberty, Call of Duty Finest Hour, and Legendary. None of those games are very well received, so this game is already...
Oh, dude. Jesus.
This game's already just not looking good, but there are also plot details. So I'm going to try and summarize because it's pretty long. So Lost Planet 3 introduces Jim. Oh, dropped my magic marker. A rig pilot who leaves Earth to take on a hazardous but lucrative contract on EDN, the third, working for Neo Venus Construction, who are preparing the planet for colonization. Jim joins his fellow pioneers at the Coronis base and begins surveying the uncharted terrain and obtaining samples of the planet's energy supply, thermal energy. With Nevex existing thermal energy reserve running low, the fate of the Coronis mission depends on the natural source of the energy supply being located. So he has to go off and be a badass and get some more thermal energy. So the game is set before the first two games, and looks like it will be a single player base compared to the other games, which focused on teamwork / co-op. Kuda, we're the only ones who have actually played a goddamn Lost Planet. We'll talk about that more in a second.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this news and the whole Lost Planet series as a whole?
This game, just from what you said, seems really I'm disappointed. It sounds like a last-ditch spin-off effort where Capcom's just trying to get, they're trying to milk the series that one last time, because it doesn't sound like they're doing a whole lot of work on this, and they're just, it's kind of nonsensical. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems...
The fuck was that mute?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, it just seems like I said, last ditch. They just want to get a few more sales from name recognition one last time, and then I think there's not going to be another Lost Planet after this one, just to be honest. So unless this one's some major sleeper hit, I don't see that happening. But
Speaking of Lost Planet, should we talk about it?
talk about what? Lost Planet 2 and how it's never going to happen?
Okay, so for the past couple months, me and Kuda have been wanting to do a Lost Planet 2 Let's Play. And it has 4-player co-op, and it's kind of lame if it's 2 players. So we're looking for one more player. We need you people to convince our goddamn douchebags for friends to at least one person to buy Lost Planet 3.
It's $12, dude.
It's $12. It's fucking cheap, and it's an awesome game, and I think it'd be an entertaining Let's Play. So if you'd like to see Lost Planet 2 Let's Play, tell one of these fuckers to buy the game. Specifically, whoever the fuck you want to see in the video. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't see it happening. That's just... I want it to, kind of.
We want to do the Lost Planet 2 Let's Play, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of time in between now and Borderlands 2 to fill up, so, I don't know, maybe.
Well, we have other ideas that we want to do, but Lost Planet 2 is something that we're looking into and we want to do, so...
Well, recently we've been doing, lots of, small downloadable
We've been doing lots
games.
of downloadable games. Fancy Pants, Castle Crashers, Simpsons,
Yeah.
Voltron.
I want to see another, Dead Island, playthrough. I want a
wanna
freaking
do a
80-part
longer-
series.
I want to do a long Let's Play, such as Dead Island. And if you didn't watch Dead Island, you should totally go watch it.
Yeah, it's full of like I hate everybody moments by
It's
Kudik.
rage
It's like-
moments, funny moments, and everything in between.
Oh yeah.
There's a point where we turn on each other and we just hate each other.
Yeah, I think that happens in a lot of our videos. Like, let's see, Streets of Rage. By the end, I totally hated Gangster.
I hated you. Fancy Pants, you hated me.
Fancy Pants, I totally hated Gangster by the end of that one. Let's see.
What else?
There's gotta be one more. And Voltron, I hated Big Dog. Like, let's see. I don't know. Games bring out the worst and everything, so I think we should stop playing.
We should just stop making videos.
I don't know. And you're like, hey, let's all move to a house and record like, these other.
I think that'd be fun
videos.
as fuck.
No, there'd be dead people everywhere by the end of the week. Watch. God.
Well, there'd be only 5 people that come. Everyone else is
Whatever.
dead.
I'd have real people to be pissed off at and you to be pissed off while we're playing. So that would just be too much pissed offness, if that's a word.
Leave in the comments for someone to buy Lost Planet 2. Because we want to get this fucking Let's Play off the ground.
Off the ground, yeah, that'd be great. But
we got a couple more things for gaming news. So next, Sony has announced that the Qore episode for this month is the final episode. Sony didn't give a reason, but this sucks. Personally, I liked Qore because it showed me games that I've never heard about and got me really interested in them. There's a lot of games like Binary Domain, Warp. There's just a lot of games they showcased that were really good, and now I won't be able to.
they did all the research for you. Now you're gonna have to actually,
Another
go out there.
Are you sad about this?
Kinda. I had subscribed to Qore like the very first episode for a year. For like
So
the first
explain
12.
what it is.
It was really good. It's basically like imagine a magazine, but it's a video magazine. And that's about it. Yeah, like they pick like 4 or 5 games to showcase. They give you a lot of information, a lot of background details. I don't know, and it usually would be packaged with like, cool extras. But I don't know. I think it's just kind of become obsolete, and since they package it with PlayStation Plus, they're not really making money off it anymore. So I don't know. I'm sad.
But
to see
more
it go.
people have access to it now with PlayStation.
Yeah, but like I
Plus.
said, they're not getting paid for it. They're not getting money every episode for it because they used to charge for it. So
What if it was free? And you know how they do like exclusive content? What if you paid for a subscription and they give you that content, whatever?
well, that's what they did when you bought PlayStation Plus. You paid for a subscription and got the content. It's free. So
Yeah, but you didn't get access to Qore before.
I don't know, dude. I'm sad to see it go for what it is, but it's like about time, I guess. 'Cause-
But you're a douche.
No, I'm not trying to be a douche. I'm just like turning in the times. It's bound to happen. So
Well, this might come in time because this might all be related to what we're going to talk about next. Sony plans on cutting 10,000 jobs, which is 6% of their workforce. Gaming will be a key focus
for unemployment.
Yeah, if unemployment wasn't a problem before, it sure the fuck is now. Anyways, gaming will be a key focus point for Sony moving forward, the company has stated. Sony CEO Kaz Hiraya also added, digital imaging and mobile are other key areas that will be strengthened as the electronic giant plans on a restructure to pull together its different arms together under the one Sony moniker. So 10,000 people are losing their jobs. Fucking nuts.
Well, dude, but think of the big picture. Like, how many people do they actually employ in every single aspect of Sony?
Well, if that's only 6%, there's a
6%, so
6% is 10,000 people.
well, all you gotta do is divide 100 by 6.
So 600,000?
I don't know. There's a shit ton of people that work for Sony. That's what I'm trying to say. And like we're mostly talking about like their gaming aspect. I don't know. It's not a big surprise to me, dude, because Sony makes like what TVs? Who bought a Sony TV when you can go to Walmart and buy like a TV that's almost as good for like $400-$500 less? So I think that's like their biggest department where they're taking hits is like TVs, portable music players, stuff like that. I can see that just like they're losing money over that shit, so they're probably gonna
I
cut the
agree.
fat. So
I've thought of a way that they can actually make money, and that's for them to hire us.
to do what?
We promote the shit out of their games. We talk good about them. Fucking hire us. We'll do marketing. Hell, we might work
Well,
for free.
maybe if we had,
Some
you
free
know,
stuff.
a broader fan base, that would be viable. But right now, I don't think, I don't think they're quite seeing our value with what we got right now. So,
Marketing is more than just throwing shit in people's faces.
Hey, you
so-
shut up and you go watch your show.
oh, it
I
should be
will.
over by now. Was it good? God.
No, it
Should
is
I-
good.
Oh, you're a dick.
It's not over yet.
Suck it. I don't want to hear it.
Also, PSN will be down all day tomorrow, April
Which is
16th,
bullshit, because I have a day off then.
for scheduled maintenance, and it will be down from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, fuck you. I just get to catch up on all my non-online games that, you know, I've been piling up.
You
So.
can go watch The Departed and Eastbound and Down and all that shit I recommended.
Well, I was talking about games, but, you know, whatever. I just bought SkullGirls. I can play that all day. Fuck you. God.
Do you have a review?
Do you want a review? Because I could give you one real quick.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's
Is
fucking
it a
great.
good in-depth review, I mean?
It could be, yeah. I've played it enough to make comparisons like everything else. So.
Alright, you got 2 minutes.
Okay, this is going to be tough. Alright, SkullGirls. It's his new title. I think it's Xbox and PS3. It was just released like a week ago. And it's basically a mix-up between like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with like BlazBlue Guilty Gear, which for me is like it blew my mind a little bit because it's got the tag team aspect, but it's also got the anime fighter aspect. It's got the speed, the showy moves, and shit. It's pretty damn good. I mean, the only downside is like there's only like 9 characters so far. There might be special characters. I don't know. I haven't played that much, but it's a freaking solid fighter, dude. For $15, I've paid more for games that I was like really disappointed in fighting wise, and this is like it's pretty freaking cool.
So how
man.
much was it? 15?
$15, yeah. No discount as of yet for PS Plus, which I'll be really pissed off if they discount it or give it to us for free soon, because I don't know. I just hate spending money like that, but I don't know. I played the demo and I just like fell in love with it real quick. It's great. It's fast paced. It's got all your traditional fighting stuff that people love now, like super bars, hyper combos, tag teaming, assists. It's great, dude. It's pretty freaking amazing. So I'll be playing a lot of that.
Is it a pickup for fighting fans?
Definitely. Okay, it doesn't have like the huge story of like BlazBlue or the like noticeable background of like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because none of the characters are really like recognizable. They're all new, thought up. It's a completely female cast if you're into that kind of thing. A lot of people in Japan
Whoa,
love.
gross.
Well, a lot of people in Japan, like there's Arcana Heart, and that's been like 3 or 4, and they're like all female casts. This is kind of like that, but it's more of like an American take on it. It's kind of like, I think they said it was Art Deco style. It's pretty unique as hell. It's awesome. I like it. Voice acting's good. Character's unique, corny, like crazy as hell. There's like some really far out ones, like this nun. She like turns herself inside out, and she's this like blob-like character, sort of like Arakuna or Eddie from BlazBlue and Guilty Gear, if anybody ever heard of that. And it's, I don't know, I like it so far. It's smooth, it's fast, it plays great. It's accessible for beginners and veterans, dude.
Does it
I don't
have
know, I like-
online?
Yes, it has online, and that's what I'm hoping. Like, because a fighting game right now fighting games right now, unless you have like a huge like list of buddies that come over to your house all the time to play fighting games, which at one point I kind of did, but not anymore. So if it doesn't have online, it's kind of like not gonna happen.
Obsolete.
And that's the only thing about like downloadable titles. They don't get as much, you know, as many sales as like full disc-based games. But I'm hoping this one like is, you know, sleeper hit. I think it's got almost 1,000 ratings on PlayStation right now, so that'd be awesome to get some more like people to buy this game. It's pretty cool. I like it. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and it surprised me. I like it. So
Alright, on the TeamxEggS scale out of 12, what do you give it?
I would give it a 9.5 out of 12, dude. It's pretty high up there. It's good. Well, it'll probably go up the more I play. So let's say 9.5 and up.
So you definitely recommend the demo, because there's a demo.
Oh yeah, try the demo. It gives you 2 characters to choose from out of the 9, which is pretty good considering there are only 9 characters. Totally unique cast. It's got, you know, everybody from grapplers to zoners to rushdown, all of your archetypes that you like to see in a fighting game. Definitely try out the demo, dude. It's I don't know if you can play versus on the demo, like local, but there's enough to get your feet wet. It's pretty good.
All right, now last but not least for the gaming news section, more info has been come out about the multiplayer for Resident Evil 6. Capcom has revealed Resident Evil 6 will see the return of cooperative multiplayer, including both online and split screen. Unlike Resident Evil 5, the mode will now feature drop-in and drop-out play. Players will be able to come and go as they please and will no longer be forced to return to checkpoints or restart chapters. Capcom has also announced that Mercenaries mode, seen in previous Resident Evil games, will make a return in Resident Evil 6. Unlike past games, the mode will be available from the start and won't need to be unlocked. Additional multiplayer options, including new co-op mechanics, are also set to be announced in the future. Also, Resident Evil 6 has a new release date, formerly November 20th. It will now be coming out October 2nd. Also, a new trailer has been released and revealed something interesting. So we have Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy as the main character, and then we have the mystery character. And if you watch that trailer, it's revealed who his identity is. He is Albert Wesker's kid. So, ooh, it is. So, what are your thoughts on all this co-op stuff? Does it interest you? It's cool. It's whatever, right?
Yeah, I like it. They're streamlining it. They're kind of coming into the, what should be expected of a multiplayer experience right now. So I'm happy for that. Yeah, it's great.
All right, now the one thing that really bugs me is the release date change from November 20th to 2nd. Do you like it?
But it's October, right? So it's before.
It went from November 20th to October 2nd.
So it's coming out sooner.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't. I think they should take their time, polish the game, and just try and make this the best Resident Evil that it can be.
It can't be worse than Raccoon City, so that game is buggy as shit. I was reading stuff on it, and dude, that game is glitchy, buggy, falling through floors, garbage. So as long as there's none of that, it's actually playable. I can see it. I don't see them messing up that bad. Resident Evil, like the mainstay Resident Evil, not the spin-offs, is like it's pretty much one of the few titles like they got left to like make a ton of money on. So
you think they should make a new Mega Man game? Just side note here.
Hell yes, dude. I've been waiting for Mega Man Legends 3 when they canceled that shit. Heartbroke, dude. I just
What's the last Mega Man game they made? Mega Man 11 on PSN?
Well, no, Mega Man 11. I think they made Mega Man X 9. I want to say. I don't know.
Oh god, Final Fantasy bullshit.
Well, no, that's just how they work. They've had but I don't know. And they've had like spin-off series for Nintendo DS and stuff, but that's not like Mega Man in my opinion. I don't know, dude. I'm hoping Mega Man's not like too much of an old style game to be like have more releases. So I don't know.
Do you think they would reboot it before making a sequel?
I would love to see them reboot Mega Man, dude. I grew up with Mega Man. That's like real close to my heart. So I would love to see a new Mega Man, not like a complete spin-off, but like there's like so much you can do with it.
Full retail game or downloadable?
Full retail, dude. I want something amazing. So I've been having to live off of Marvel vs. Capcom because it's like Zero and shit in it to like sate my want for Mega Man. So
side scroller or kind of open world like Mega Man?
Dude, I want like another Mega Man Legends. That would be sick, where it was like open world 3D. But I don't know, there's just so much they could do with a Mega Man title that they haven't done, and I think it's because like right now a lot of Japanese companies they're afraid to evolve like in any way, shape, or form, and that's why the market in Japan is like suffering so much as far as their games are coming to, because they just don't want to change what's classic. It's like a restaurant that's like going out of business because they want to cater to like the old folks that still come to the restaurant, that have always come to the restaurant. They're failing, but they feel good that they're pumping out the same old crap. So I would love a reboot, dude. That would be just Mega Man X. I don't care, dude.
Maybe you could start a Kickstarter program.
I don't know.
Hey, fuckface. What are your thoughts on the Resident Evil 6?
What, the collector's edition or just the fact that it's...
Oh,
really
we'll talk about that in a
released?
second. We'll talk about that after. What are your thoughts on the release date change?
I hope the game's ready, and if it is, bring it out as soon as possible, because I can't wait.
If not, take their time.
Yes, sir.
Very sad answer, because I don't think you know how the release date changed.
Now, what are your thoughts on the other character being revealed for Albert Wesker's kid, as Albert Wesker's kid? Oh, really? That's cool. That's cool.
very insightful, dude.
Well, at least
Oh,
he did remind me of one thing. So there is a Resident Evil 6 Platinum Edition. If you're interested and live in Japan and have deep
Yeah.
pockets, you should get really excited for this. So it's a special edition containing a copy of the game, plus 4 phone cases, one for each character.
how do they know what kind of case my phone will fit into? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. They're gonna hope for the best.
Unless everybody in Japan has the same exact size phone, like whatever. So
And
whatever.
the big draw here is a replica leather jacket based on the one Leon wears in the game. Available in 4 sizes, small to extra large. The jacket is apparently made from a fine soft leather, and you could have all the phone cases, the game, and the leather jacket for $100,000. I mean
No.
yen, 100,000 yen.
Which equals about $1,400 American. So
It's about $1,200 American.
$1,400 American.
$1,240 American.
Whatever. It's a ridiculous amount of money American. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and there's only 5,000. So if you really want to fucking look like Leon and spend $1,200, that's really burning a hole in your pocket.
Dude, I would like totally not.
I
do
think the
that.
phone cases are like the weirdest thing.
Well, in Japan, like, okay, everybody loves customizing their phone. They have little, like, I don't know what the hell to call them. I call them dealy boppers because they're little, like, tags and shit you can put on your phone. And, like, I don't know. People love customizing their phone and shit, so I can see that. But I don't see why a leather jacket should cost $1,400 unless it's made from, like, freaking.
You obviously haven't bought in very many nice leather jackets, 'cause they can cost up to like $4,000.
Yeah, I don't see them packaging.
$1,200 is a pretty cheap leather jacket.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So fuck face.
Those
What are your
cows
thoughts
are-
on Albert Wesker's kid being in the game?
I did not know that.
Well, if you were like even.
Thanks for the spoilers. God, I didn't want
Thank
to
you.
know
I
anything
can-
about the game until
Shut
I
up!
played
I can
it.
hear people fighting in the background, and now I know there's like.
It's epic. It's
Shut the
epic.
fuck up, dude. Okay, is it the part where Arya?
Oh
is-
my God, that guy dies.
Shut
No
up!
way.
Is it the part with Arya where she's like with the black brother and like they're invading a castle? Because I really want to see that happen.
What? Say that again.
Shut up! Never mind. Anyway, Scorp's totally worthless. Let's just keep going.
It's 2-man show right now. Well, it has been for most
Just
of the show.
earlier, so you know.
Worthless.
Shut up. So next we got some movie/TV news. So first,
Oh, let's do it quick. I can't wait.
for those of you who don't know, Seth MacFarlane, creator of shows like Family Guy, American Dad, and Cleveland Show, is working on a Flintstones reboot show, which was set to premiere in early 2013. But he is so goddamn busy with all his shows, movies, and music, so it's being put on hold. Now, with his reputation of Family Guy and American Dad and Cleveland Show and Ted and all that other shit that he does, how do you think he's gonna do the Flintstones reboot?
I don't care.
What? You're
Ian,
you're
all right,
high.
what are we talking about now? What's next?
You really don't care?
I really want to watch Game of Thrones, so.
Fuck you.
At this point, I don't care
ruining the
about
show.
Flintstones.
You're ruining the fucking
Dude, I never cared about Flintstones, okay? That was like before my time, and then like too kiddish. Dude, I don't care about Flintstones.
You're fucking.
I want him to like make sure Family Guy's still funny. I don't care what he does.
It's
with
not
like,
funny though.
Oh my god, some episodes are still funny.
It's
Okay.
like the only thing that he's made that I see as funny is this movie coming out called Ted,
Yes,
about a
I'm excited
fucking
about
teddy
that.
bear that smokes bongs and
We're still
grabs.
Thunder Buddies, right? Thunder Buddies for life.
You want to sing the Thunder song?
I already forgot it, except the.
Let's
fuck
try and
you,
bullshit it.
Thunder.
All right.
Okay.
So when you get your Thunder Buddy, just something.
Say these magic words.
Fuck you, Thunder.
You can suck my dick.
You could.
You can't even hurt us because you're just God's farts. Whatever. God. That was like the most terrible.
We'll work on it.
Whatever. Don't take our impression of the Thunder song for the whole movie. Go check out the trailers on YouTube.
Trailer in the description.
It is hilarious, dude. Oh god, I want to see that movie.
And if you like the trailer for
Oh my God! It
Shut
was
up,
awesome.
Score. God.
Did you like our
And
song?
it was awesome, and oh man,
do you like
I'm
our song
gonna-
Useless?
Fuck you up, dude.
that song is awesome.
Thank you.
Whatever.
We're gonna work on it so we have it perfected for next week.
All right.
Maybe.
But if you like the Ted trailer, we also should recommend a show called Wilfred. Awesome fucking show.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the same thing. It's like something that should be cute.
Did you recommend Exam already?
No, we
No,
haven't
we're not
talked
done yet.
about Exam. Exam's a good movie. Check it out if you like little mindfuck psychological movies.
Oh, and before I fall asleep or
Shut up.
go do something else,
Anything important.
Game of Thrones picked up for a third season.
Fuck, of course.
Confirmed.
Jesus. God.
Thank you for chiming in. You can go back to your fucking cave.
No, it's done.
Next, we got NBC popular show The Office. Could be in for a
Yawn.
Hurry.
but not a pure reboot. And shut the fuck up. You're ruining the show, you hoe.
Oh my god.
Fine. Spoiler for Game of Thrones. Everyone dies.
I have already read
No,
the
that's a
book.
spoiler for
No,
Uncharted.
Jesus God.
Fuck it. Anyways, Deadline claims that The Office EP Greg Daniels is considering refreshing the show, a 2.0 version that will feature new characters along with some old ones. Deadline's also reporting that much of the cast want next season to be their last, and that the number of episodes that the stars actually sign on in could also be up in the air. So,
That's unfortunate.
do you watch The Office?
Nope.
No.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Hey, now you're just being dicks.
No, I never did. I seriously
Yeah,
never.
you're like, no, like, you really want to get through this. Fuck you.
Yes. God.
Scorp, say something about what happened in this episode.
Of Game of Thrones?
No.
That will just, like...
People died.
Do you ever want to hear what a laptop sounds as it goes through a window and then
Yeah,
go back?
I do, actually.
I'm about to do it.
But your headset would be on your head unless you took it off of your
They're
head.
earbuds. I can get some new ones. I don't care. God.
Whatever. Last but not least...
What story is it? Because that could determine whether it's a yes or a no.
Let's just go to the next thing. What are we talking about?
Last but not least, EA is said to be interested in making a Need for Speed movie. Publisher Electronic Arts is hoping to cash in on the popularity for the Fast and the Furious films. According to a Variety report, EA hired producer John Gatinis and writer George Gaddins, whatever, they're brothers or something, to create a pitch for the movie to shop around Hollywood. According to the report, Warner Brothers, Sony, and Paramount are said to be interested, with Paramount being the current frontrunner. EA last released Need for Speed: The Run in November, which sold 700,000 copies in its first month in US alone. So I think the market's there for the game or the movie.
Yeah, people are stupid and they love, Fast and Furious, so why not, another stupid racing movie?
I was talking about the game.
I don't care.
What's the story to the game? Like, what the
I don't know.
I don't know.
Go
Is that-
fast?
They're like,
Isn't
gotta
newest
drive
Need
fast.
for Speed out
Let's
yet?
drive fast.
Where he's on the run from the cops and you gotta drive like across the United States.
Yeah, I think that was the newest one, but
Is that-
Yeah,
For
it's
Speed
out
of Run?
already, right? Like,
I guess, dude, it got terrible reviews because they were like trying to get so far away from the series, which I never played, so I'm talking out of my ass right now. So
whatever. If they're gonna make any like Fast and the Furious game,
no, it's gonna be like another.
feel like a Fast and the Furious game. Just go play that Need for Speed because it's probably gonna be 10 times better than
You're talking out your ass right now.
God,
They want to make the game into a movie.
God,
What game into a movie? Need for Speed into a movie?
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
You're
Ah.
thinking like a fucking Fast and the Furious game.
Yeah, that's what you said. You
No,
you
I
said
said
into
gonna-
a game. You said they were making a movie into a game.
No, it
You-
says they're hoping to cash in on the
Well,
popularity.
it's on video, so
Okay, and when you
upload
watch
I
it
can
later,
totally
like a
play
fool.
it back
right?
and show you.
Jesus.
Anyway, rewind it, and then you'll know he's wrong.
Just
after
go
I
fuck
know.
yourself.
God.
God damn it. But I don't think you can make a fucking movie about a fucking racing game.
You can, you're wrong.
Fast and the Furious. There you go. You're done.
But it's not a game.
I know, but it's the same thing, dude.
It's a fucking racing game.
It's a movie about cars driving real
There's
fast.
so many other good fucking games that they could make movies for.
Okay, well,
But at
yeah.
the end of the day, it's a fucking video game movie. So
Where's my Uncharted movie? Where the fuck is it? I want it already.
Yeah,
They're
me
taking
too.
too long.
point in case, it's going to be a video game movie, so it's going to be bad. So it's already destined to fail.
Yeah, in my opinion. So whatever.
So that's what's Crackin' 16.
Yes. I mean, yeah. See you guys later.
Thanks for listening. Make sure to keep up with all our videos. We're going to be starting some new Let's Plays soon. So look forward to that. One of them has already been revealed because fuckface here has a big mouth.
Do you want me to reveal another one? Because we're never
Go
going to
for
get
it.
Peace Walker started. So
Metal Gear
God,
Peace Walker and
that is
Saints Row the
never
Third.
going to happen. Jesus, we can't get Scorpion long enough to, do fucking Peace Walker.
How about Tuesday?
Oh, you're listening now, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I told you, Game of Thrones is over. God, you don't listen very well, do you?
Well, you could be doing.
Did you say he doesn't listen well? Because you can go fuck yourself.
We're talking about Scorpion.
Well, it's not about me listening, more of me, muting my mic so I can't hear you.
Hey, Scorp, if you can hear us and don't say anything, and you're gay. Alright.
Enough said. All right. Enough said. All right.
So thanks
Yeah.
for listening, guys. See you later. Be
All right.
back next week.
Tell your friends. I want everybody to
Tell
know.
your friends.
TeamxEggS needs to be a household name.
Contact President Obama. We want national news.
My face is going to be on your dinnerware.
No, that'd just be scary.
No.
It could
Your
be a good
face on their plate while they're eating
Yeah.
dinner?
weight loss supplement.
You can eat your mac and cheese off
You'll
my
eat a
face.
lot supplement.
You're gonna see that face, so nobody finishes all their food. So there you go.
Alright, that's a good way to end the show. Peace out, guys.
Yeah, peace. God.
Bye.